What's going on, guys? Can you hear me? Oh, mute that. First, Bitcoin Jake, what's up? Your third, Acer Doctor. Rug, what's up, dude? Just hanging out? How you guys doing? Cool. Let's do a little bit of the announcement. Yo, so hit me with your questions, and also, while you're hitting the questions, please hit the like button. Yorkie Built, what's up? Isn't it late for you, dude? It's like super late. I think you're like 7 or 8 hours ahead of me. Go Groomer. What's up? Welcome aboard. Zach. Rudy Adam. How's it going? How you guys doing? Ask me your questions. We're just hanging out. We're talking business, code, whatever. I'm just here to answer questions. See how you guys are doing. Checking in. You're a new member. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Favorite Windows applications? Probably... I mean, I don't know. Probably just games. Afrotech, what's up, dude? You want to know what I know about cryptocurrencies? Oh, Juan. I know a decent bit about cryptocurrencies. I made my own coin, programmed a Solidity a little bit. I work with a cryptocurrency startup. Donovan, what's up? Most used, probably VS Code, Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop, OBS, Chrome. That's about it. AutoIt with Windows? I don't know. Is Lambda School? Lambda School's for everyone. Let's talk about API. Let's talk about something that's exciting. What languages do I feel 100% solid on? 0. And if I feel 100% solid on a language, please tell me off, because that's not possible. Graduated top of the class. Haven't landed a job. What boot camp was it? What did you learn? Where have you applied? I'm gonna need all those factors. Yeah, I'm going to need some more factors in that. Lurkers, if you're out there, ask me a question. Don't be a lurker. Join in. Let's talk business. Cody, what's up? How's it going? Please play the song Ocean Man. I can't play anything because I'll get demonetized. What algorithms are essential to land a job? Depends on the job, my friend. Like, I can tell you a bunch of common ones that I've seen, but I can't tell you essential. I can just say this is what's pretty common. Are there search for Python like Cisco? Yeah, you don't need about to be a tornado. You're gonna be all right. Your internet still works, so it hasn't hit the power lines yet. Casey, what's up, dude? I don't think you don't need certifications for Python. Yeah, so basically the thumbnail is this thing here. I've been trying to I've mentioned it a few times. I don't try to shill anything with my fitness stuff, but I've been working on my own stuff from start to finish. So I hand made this, the design. I made these capsules. I put I made them. I put the powder in there, mixed the powder, see the ingredient label, all this by hand, dude. Feels good. Now I just have to figure out a way to sell it. Let's see. Have I heard about scammers? What? Of course. Dart and Flutter. Yeah, I don't have any. Have you ever used Alpha Brain? It's just B12. What's going on with the Python course? What? We're still doing that, just not right now. Are Bay Area positions really up to the hype? Yeah, no. Pass. Sam, what's up, dude? You playing some WoW? Thoughts on intermittent fasting? I mean, I skip breakfast. Advice on how to learn the blockchain code? Yeah, you're going to start off with Solidity. Definitely try that first. Have you ever been to the UK? Only at the airport briefly. I went through the tube. That was neat. Brew. Carlos, what's up? Student web dev? Alpha Brain. Yeah, I haven't used Alpha Brain. I know there's like on it and all that stuff. You're in class watching the stream. I would be like, get back to class, but you're probably at a typical college, so you'll learn more here than you do in class. How do you help with Jordan, who sleeps with his anime pillow? I don't take it outside, get some matches, some gasoline, and then put it back in his bed while it's on fire. That should help. Would I accept an unpaid internship? No. No unpaid internships. That's just volunteering. Not a fluke. When did I start programming? 3 years ago. Skip London, come out to the Cotswolds. Is that a place? Is that a place in Harry Potter? I'm just kidding. Don't forget to like the stream, boys. Have you ever used TeamViewer? Yeah, of course. You're talking like about the people that call and they want to connect to your computer with TeamViewer and then install a virus and then tell you that you have a virus and it's $5,000 to take it off. What do I think about a QA testing job? I don't know. The QA at my job is not tests. It's like... Flirking. Oh, please. Can we not make that a thing? Intermittent fasting works. Yeah, it does. For sure. Let's see. Don't do an unpaid internship. That's just someone taking advantage of your time. He can call it whatever he wants. Did I ever plateau during my weight loss journey? No. It's just calories in versus calories out. It's math. Please tell me how to submit an HTML form into your MySQL in Python. But you want my help in Python. What, dude, go to Stack Overflow. That's a Stack Overflow question. How long did I start making YouTube videos? It's been a while. But I haven't really taken it seriously until recently. The QA at my job is like literally hands-on testing. It's like you just click through the application until you find bugs. And if you find a bug, then you do that. But then there's some companies that are QA which are like you write tests all day, which is also boring. What's my favorite Teletubby episode? Thoughts on the all-carnivorous diet? Definitely enjoy the keto diet, so probably the carnivore diet would be relatively similar, except just low-fat, I guess. New here, what's up? We're just hanging out, engaging, trying to see what everyone's doing. I don't want to be the guy on the other side of the videos you can't connect with, so try to engage everyone. Datadell, what's up? Preferred class on WoW? Ooh. I leveled a monk to 120. A rogue to 120. Why do I hate flirking so much? Pass. Do I think... Oh, there was a question about near devs. I don't think it's going to be saturated soon. The demand for devs is going up, but you still have to learn how to code. And there's a lot of places out there teaching people to code that don't actually teach anything. Boy, George, what's up? Jorge. Am I going to do machine learning with my Python? I'm not super excited about machine learning. I'm just not. I'd rather do Raspberry Pi, like machine stuff, robotics, and stuff like that. Oh, someone asked also about the data analytics. Do I think it's a fad? No. There's a lot of different research you can do with data analytics. Like just basically data analytics is looking at patterns to see what people are doing and then figuring out how to monetize those patterns. Should you be dismayed when all jobs say you need a bachelor's degree? You should disregard the HR lady who wrote that. Have you taken cybersecurity? How many cybersecurities do I take? You're 3 years into college. Should you drop out or stick it through? So what you're asking me to do is apply your entire life experience to me and then try to answer that question. I would say, do you have a lot of debt? What's the degree in? And you're probably not going to gain much out of it. Second day of Lambda, you hate the box model? Well, let's just take a look at the inspector in Chrome. Someone who's struggling to find a job for a junior web dev. You got to give me a little bit more info than that. React Bootstrap versus React Strap. I don't have any opinions on it because I haven't used either one. I don't do Java really. Oron, what's up, dude? Oron? You don't like writing tests? TDD has been awesome for me. Yeah, I don't like writing tests. I don't really care. That's not my thing. That's more of a back-end deal. I just don't care. How do I stay motivated from working from home? I'm motivated working from home because I don't have to go to an office. Suitable for applying to Google. Well, let's see. I've been doing this for less than 3 years, and they came to me. So I guess that's an indication. Do I think women are viewed differently in the industry? No, not really. They don't care. Can you do the job? Fantastic. No one really cares. If anything, you're probably going to be the only girl in your office, and you'll have a bunch of basically nerds to do all your like, hey, can you get me a cup of coffee? Oh, yeah, sure, anything. Would it be easier to study software engineering, transfer over to cybersecurity, or vice versa? I don't know much about cybersecurity. How do you get a feel for design? You can't think of good design patterns for websites? You don't have to be able to create good design patterns for websites. Go to awards with 3 W's, awards.com. Thoughts on C#? I do C# at work. It's okay. I don't like .NET. C#'s okay. Should you be okay getting a job from a company you've never heard about if it's not the... Patrick. Why don't you like offices? Because I don't like people standing behind me. I don't like being micromanaged. I don't like being told where I have to be, for how long I have to be there, and I don't care about what happened to my cubicle neighbor's kid last night. It's a good time limit to set programming your first video game. Why do you have to set a time limit on that? I think if you set a time limit, you're going to be super demotivated. Not only that, but you should just try and finish it. You'll probably get to like 50% and be like, this is going to take forever, and then you don't even finish. So just try finishing it first without a time limit. You have a bachelor's in MIS. Certification in web dev. You can't seem to land a junior web developer job. Maybe that's the problem, Timothy. You're only applying to junior jobs. Apply to all the jobs. Don't make the mistake of limiting yourself to a junior job. You don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. You just have to get your foot in the door. Caffeine Junkyard. Sound like a cool name for an app web design shop? I don't know. Junkyard doesn't appeal, really. What sort of proficiency level should you be at for front-end dev? Feeling stuck and not ready. Well, this is the thing. You're never going to feel ready. Nothing happens. Someone's not going to come knock on your door, and then you're going to like open up the door, and they're going to be like, congratulations, Oron. Here you go. You're now ready to apply. That's not going to happen, bro. You just got to keep doing it. Look at the requirements in the job description and see how many of those you can learn. There's so many online resources. How do you know which one is right? You don't, but I'm actually making a guide on that. So it'll be like imagine like a workout plan, but like a guide to front-end development plan that just takes you a little bit from here, a little bit from here. Skip this one, it's garbage. Slack message made me check Slack. Yeah, Lambda School is doing their daily stand-ups. You find remote work a bit lonely? I don't get lonely. What books am I reading for self-development? Kelvin, this is a great question. I'm reading Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. This book has seriously changed my life in the past 3 days. And I read his other book, MJ DeMarco. Definitely MJ DeMarco. Anything by him. Ryan Holiday, anything by him. The War of Art, Stephen Pressfield. That's a good book too. No one wants to read books. It's 3 a.m. You have work. All right, dude, go to sleep. Love the channel. Hey, I love you. Thanks for hanging out. Is it reasonable to apply out of state? Of course, absolutely apply out of state. Do I know who Ramsey Jordan is? No. Can I do a backflip? I can do a backflip on a trampoline. How do you find motivation to work on a side project when doing so much work? You have 50 plus hours work and having a hard time working on one? I don't know, man. You're not always going to have motivation. Particularly, we can apply that to today. I wasn't necessarily motivated to apply or do this live stream today. But I'm doing it anyways because I know where I want to go. And I know that if I don't even try, then I've eliminated the chance of getting even close, right? If you don't even try, then you've surely eliminated any possibility of getting what you want to do done. All right, I'm on. Is SAS worth learning? Yes, learn SAS. You got lucky with remote. Dude, I saw your conversation in Discord. Like, your work is all under the table, if I remember. Learn web dev from a degree program versus boot camp. Degreed? How are you going to get a degree in web development? What does that even mean? And why does that even matter? What do you think appropriate? First internship? Spent most time Java data structures. What does that mean? Explain. Cracking the code interview, a backend only read. Now, this data structures and algorithms, what you're going to need to know for like a Google interview. What happened to the girl you'd vlog with? Yeah, she's in the living room watching TV. I should use more sunscreen on my cheeks. You want to know what the problem here is, Adam? I have rosacea, right? So the skin here is always red. So you're not the first one to mention that. Believe me, I grew up in middle school. Why are your cheeks so red? He must be embarrassed all the time. Thanks, Adam. I hope you feel like a dick. I'm just kidding. I don't care. You're not a lurker. Associate's degree? Yeah, you don't need a degree to do this. And why would you spend 2 years to learn how to do that? Is mid-level knowledge of front-end web dev enough for typical front-end wait, what? I think that you need to figure out how to connect to APIs. 100%. Let's see. Adam, I don't care, dude. It's just got an interview today. They asked about A11Y. A11Y. We're talking about accessibility. Have I ever used Hadoop or R? Nope. Never have. Have I tried cutting out cheese? Yeah, I've done that. It's genetics. It's not a cause, it's a genetic thing. Johnny Utah? Yeah, I've definitely not. Pass on the Johnny Utah and all that related. Classes covered primarily how to manipulate different structures. Haven't started on upper division. What? Sounds good. Can you freelance only with front end? You can freelance with whatever you want. You just have to find the clients. You can freelance someone to make them, an adult website if you want. Like if you can get them to pay for it and then make it with Squarespace. Freelancing is your ability to sell stuff. So that's it. No lurking. Joe, no lurking, bro. Did I miss any questions? Scroll back up, scroll back up. Ooh, we got Yuri. Has subscribed. No lurking, you're gonna do it. Pff, joke's on you. You usually lurk on the streams? Hey, well, I appreciate the engagement. I don't know why people lurk. I just want to engage. If we're all in a room, Working with music on, chill D&B versus working without music. Definitely music, but can we do jazz vibes? Have you guys, you guys probably have Spotify. This is what I've been listening to while I've been share, copy, playlist, link. This is what I've been listening to. Heard that connecting APIs, it's not that hard, but you're going to need to do it. The chill hop, it's not chill hop, that's jazz vibes. It's like, picture a song from Casey Neistat's vlogs, and there you go. If I miss questions, repost, absolutely. Cheers from Brazil. Cheers from Salt Lake City. You feel nervous you haven't found a job after 4 months? Dude, you just got to keep applying. How many jobs are you applying to a day? And if you say, well, I apply to 4 a week, I'm going to say you should apply to 4 a day. No lurking. Do you knowledge about networks? I network about knowledge. Broke. Learning front end. What sort of project's good? You definitely, it's jazz vibes. It's not actually jazz, but I do like jazz. Night shift on my laptop often? I don't. I just stare right into the blue light, burn my corneas. Opinion on material design using Materialize or Material UI with React. Okay, so I haven't done material design with React. I've only used Material Design Bootstrap, MDB, and I've used Material Design Lite because we use C#. But I like it. I've never followed the Materialize with React and Angular. I know what you're talking about though. I just haven't used it. Good strategy to learn 2 languages at once. You got to learn 2 languages at what you mean? You answer your own question. When you say include your website on the resume, what should the personal website include? You got to have like GIFs of your work. Have like GIFs of your application. Links to your GitHubs. Hosted websites that they can go. Am I interested in AI machine learning? It'd be cool to do eventually. It's just a little bit of a learning curve. I'm interested in a lot of stuff. Do I pronounce it SQL or SQL? I say SQL. Have I worked with Laravel? Yeah, briefly. Is tutoring worth it? Tutoring worth what? Cold Steel front end is popular. Yeah, it's popular. And you know the to-do apps? I had 6 to-do apps that I reviewed. Actually 7. Someone submitted a C# application, like accountant program. I was like, what? Really? But 2 of those to-do apps were from Colt Steele's front end class on Udemy. Like legit copy paste. I was like, are you serious? Vue or React? I don't. React, I guess. How do you get employers to view your projects? Yeah, most of them don't go. That's why you have to be able to describe your projects in great detail using action verbs. 3 monitors most useful. Yep. I use 3 monitors. Right now I have over here, I have the YouTube stuff in the middle. So during the work day, I got my chats here, I got my code in the middle, and I got the application over here. So whenever I change the code here, I can see the instant refresh of the application over here. Are my classes free? Which classes? Decent number of projects. NAT 3 from start to finish. Design to deploy. How many side projects do you put on your resume? All of them. As many as you can fit, to be honest. Portfolio projects that aren't to-do apps? All right, sure. Make a real-time chat application. Use Sockets.io to do it. Tutoring as in taking on new students, teaching web dev for money. Is it worth it? Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth it. I do it. I like helping people. It's pretty fulfilling stuff. C++, the most prevalent game language? I mean, yeah, pretty much. You need to have a link to the code and some snapshots, like the visual, everything. All that stuff. Is it possible to job and freelance? Yes, I job and freelance and YouTube and created this thing, supplements, like a whole bunch of stuff. Do all of it. If they say that you can't, if a company says that you can't work on stuff outside of work, do not work for that company, right? Why would a company limit what you want to learn? Like, if a company won't let you improve yourself outside of work and they want to keep that on company time, no, pass. Am I still against using the GitHub desktop client? Why would I change my mind? It's been like a month. I've used it. It's okay, but you shouldn't depend on it because that means you're only going to be able to use it for GitHub. What happens if you're using Bitbucket or something else? How do you snapshot code? What? Keep up with the great content. College background, enjoy the vids. Learning Go and Python later. Sweet, dude. Python's sweet. Everyone asks me about Go, but I don't know. You have to report outside business activities? You don't have to. Aaron, you said 7:30. Isn't it like you got 2 more hours, right? Oh, it is 7:30 there. So, right. Should we move it to 8 or should we keep it? Should we just bring Aaron on? Let's bring Aaron on. I don't know how to do that. Aaron, do you have Discord? We can do Discord. They had to use floats in web design class, so you dropped out. Good choice. Shoot me a link. You do not. All right, hold. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do this stream and then join yours because I thought I had 2 hours, and then I realized it's already 7:30 for you, so that was a poor choice. First day at college, computer science next week. Any advice? Yeah, you should probably drop that and go to Code Bootcamp. How many hours do I spend straight focus coding? Not enough. Not like barely any. I have so much distractions and meetings and talking and fluff between meetings. It's just like it's not like when you're self-taught. It's totally different. Yeah, Discord can be run through a browser. I just have to figure out how I can create an invite. Got it. Here, you guys join the Discord. Django worth learning? I'll learn it eventually. I can't say right now. Trent, what's up, dude? It's going pretty good. It's a nice day outside. It's like 69. Which bootcamp am I talking about? There's a few. SAS versus less. I like SAS. How am I learning computer science resources? Oh man, through a multitude of different ways. There's a lot of books for computer science, but I haven't been putting as much time. You'd be surprised at how much time it takes to make videos and edit videos and curate all this content and stuff. It's... Am I gonna learn Django? Yeah, we're gonna learn Django and Flask. Aaron, when you get in, click the link. Are you that against computer science? Oh, college computer science. I would pass on it. How well are you at algorithms? Not that. Yeah, 1 to 10, not that good. Don't give me a scale. It depends on what you ask me. You were told it would help on paper. You were told wrong. You're bummed out with the job prospects. You and a lot of other people started the free course. Yo, dude, I'm glad. Hopefully you can learn something. Most jobs say web dev, but show off the usual stuff. Don't say Python or Django. Is there a reason? Wait, what? Oh, there might be a lot of machine learning stuff. Do you know bubble sort? Is that a joke? I think you're memeing me. Best language to start? Everyone's going to say JavaScript or Python, so I'm going to agree and say JavaScript or Python. Did you get link, Aaron? My personal IDE for web dev. Visual Studio Code. You say C. We've been here for 30 minutes. We could go to Aaron's if he wants. Waiting on email verification. Ooh, okay. Is PHP Laravel worth learning in 2K18 as a first backend language? Probably not your first backend language. So PHP makes up like somewhere close to 80% of websites on the web. So there's a lot of stuff that uses PHP, but the new stuff, the job prospects, not so. Python's where it's at. You guys don't know? It's definitely where it's at. No lurking, guys. No lurking allowed. Please press 1 if you're lurking, and then I will excuse your lurking. Otherwise, I have no way of knowing that you're lurking and can't ban you. Java and C useless? I don't know. Never really used them. You guys are not lurking. I've already engaged with you. Andres, you're not lurking. Sean is lurking. I haven't seen that name. You'll press 4 just cuz. Richard, stick it to me. Should probably rephrase that and never say it again. Look at all the bans. Tyler, ban. Crusader Rabbits, ban. Codes, Emma, ban. Joe's not lurking. He already said something earlier. But if you type the number, no, see, it's the backwards. It's reverse psychology. Lurkers' lives matter. Not in my channel. We only engage. How do supervisors deal with a programmer who isn't being productive through fault of their own? I don't know. Fire them, I guess. Maybe the supervisor doesn't make his work exciting. Maybe the supervisor doesn't give him the right resources. There's a whole list of stuff. Western Governors University. That's all right, I guess. Your hair is slicked back. No, it's in a little ponytail. Best place for learning frameworks? Depends on which framework. To be fair, you just got here. Emma, ban. Yeah, I got it. I have to move things over. So Aaron, this is how it's gonna work. You're not gonna be able to see me because my webcam is being taken by OBS directly. So we can still do it, but you'll see me on stream and not me in like, yeah. Does that work? All right, hold. Ring ring. Banana phone. I think Udemy is good for self-improving. It depends on which class. Ask me about a specific class, and then I'll probably say, I don't know, I haven't heard of that one. Trying to break into the industry. Haven't had much luck with getting interviews. So you went to a meetup. Now you're interviewing for, oh, nice, dude. Oh, an unpaid internship. You mean volunteering? You're interviewing to volunteer? If you're not getting paid for it, why do you even have to interview? Aaron, say something. Can you hear me? Aaron, hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
But I can hear you through the stream.
Just
Talk
mute.
now.
Yeah, mute the stream.
I can't hear you if you're talking. Yeah, I can't hear you through Discord.
Yeah, no, but mute the YouTube stream. Check your settings. You have to check your user settings. Adjust to your headphones. We have display capture. Let's full screen this. Oops. Did you check your settings yet? There we go. So Aaron can be the main man. How did you and Aaron meet? Aaron messaged me on...
What settings am I supposed to check? I muted you on YouTube to see if I could hear you on Discord.
Go to the user settings, the little gear icon.
Oh God.
I know 10 people fighting for did you guys doing a 2-channel collab? Yeah, we live stream sometimes. He's been trying to get me to live stream, and we've both been busy. Aaron sounds like AI. 10 other people are interviewing for this unpaid internship. You feel that reflects the market? Yeah, let's just be honest.
I'm on the
That's,
settings.
what? Can you hear me? 124 people apply for entry-level gigs. Tyler, don't limit yourself to entry-level gigs. Apply to all the gigs. What is this?
I'm on the settings. I don't see you. No, I can hear you through YouTube. That's it.
Go to the audio settings and change your output device. I bet it's defaulting to your speakers. Hello? The guy that has 10 people competing for a volunteer position, if you're not getting paid, why do you have to even interview? You could literally just follow him around and waste your time. You are entry level. Well, why do you limit yourself to the entry level jobs, bro? Don't do that. Positions ask for 3 to 5 years experience. You don't have that. Oh boy, Tyler, you must be new around here. Go watch the video. And I don't say that in a condescending way because that came out condescending, and that's not what I mean. Don't limit yourself to those jobs. Those jobs were most likely written by HR ladies that have no idea the amount of experience that you actually need. Okay? Just apply. You just gotta do it. Can you hear me, Aaron? This is gonna be a long stream.
We're good.
We're good now? Okay.
All good.
Please interject.
Yeah, don't listen to HR postings because someone wrote that who doesn't know what they're talking about.
8 years
I can
React.
find you. Yeah, I can find you job postings with 5 years of Swift experience that they say on there, and Swift was created 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So
Yep. It's like I saw one that said 8 years React experience required, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
yeah, that ain't a thing.
How's the new job?
It's good. It has me so much busier than my last job. I was literally like begging my last job for work, and this one is like 9-hour days every day. So
What? Why? Why do you let that happen?
because it's an agency, and I want to live the agency life because that's what I want to eventually do for myself is open my own.
You mean just be like a consultancy? Just have a bunch of
Like
different clients?
yeah, like a creative agency, basically like doing branding strategy, photography, video, web, social media, marketing, that sort of stuff for people.
Why not do it for yourself?
I'm going to. That's why I got this job.
I don't know. 9 hours seems like a little bit excessive.
You've never worked at an agency.
Do they make you come into the office?
I don't have to, but I do because it's better that way. I'm just way more productive at an office.
I got you. Just grab some of the questions in the chat. Just take over.
Just take over. I don't know where Tyler Bray is, James Dean. I'm sorry. Let's see. Do you think I should take a break from JavaScript and learn something new, such as Python? My opinion is you should get good at one thing first, if that's what your plan's been the whole time, and get a job, and then you can learn the other things while you're getting paid to do the thing that you know. I wouldn't like be half good at JavaScript, half good at Python, and not employable in either. What do you think, Josh?
I would learn both to get familiar with different. I feel like if you learn two, if you learn two and like a syntax makes sense on one, then it's easier to carry that over to another one.
My concern would be, right, like he says that he's been learning JavaScript for almost a whole year. So I would just buck up and try to get a job now instead of, because if you're going to then spend a year learning Python, you're spending 2 years to try to find a job, and it really shouldn't take that long, depending upon how much time you can spend learning.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you're at a year learning anything, I think it's time to apply. Okay, I can't say anything, right? Like not like a doctor or a lawyer, but like in this, go apply. And then what is learning for a year? Like an hour a week, an hour every other week? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're spending like every day, like if you learn code every day for a year, you should be employable. Like that's just the way it is. So
You guys go subscribe to Aaron's channel. Go check his stuff out.
I'm 30 years old, Aser. I think I said that right, Aser. Yeah. Why are you more productive at the office? I'm more productive at the office because it's a small office. We only have 3 people on like at my job and 2 people at another job. Like we share an office with another team. And like everybody's just super cool. And I'm learning a new technology that my boss knows really well. So just being able to ping ideas off of him quickly and not have to wait for like Slack replies and stuff like that just makes it easier.
Make an employability test. Well, it's gonna depend on the job.
Yeah. There's no so I just did a video about this too, about how do you know when you're ready to like apply for a job, and there's like no way to know. There's a guy that I know who just started a channel too, who got a job after learning for 2 months, and he barely knew any JavaScript. He'd only worked like 80% through like Colt Steele's web dev boot camp, and he got a job because he wrote like a really endearing cover letter and it caught someone's eye, so he got a call back, and then he did a good interview. Um, he wouldn't pass any employability test, but they decided to take a chance on him because they liked him as a person. So there's no marker for like once you can do this in JavaScript, you're employable. It's a matter of learning enough to be dangerous and then going out and selling yourself to people to find that opportunity.
Just got done watching the videos. Yeah, go watch more of his videos. Go subscribe. Also,
Subscribe.
that's what happened to Chris. He did Team Treehouse, and then he got a job because the CEO was late to his interview, and he's like, "Why should I hire you?" He's like, "Please hire." I guess I don't know actually how it went, but I know that there was no technical involved in Chris's interview.
Yeah, and I don't even think Chris knew any JavaScript when he got that job. Like he just knew HTML and CSS.
That's how I got my. Well, actually, that's not true. All of my jobs were like, "Please do this over your head challenging code test," and I was like, maybe. And then the job that I have now didn't give me a code test, and I was like, really? Now I'm prepared, and you're not giving me one? Now?
That's funny.
Why couldn't I have this first? But yeah.
That's ironic. Let me see. My first job had a code test and a like technical like in-person interview where there was whiteboarding involved. It wasn't super like the code test was simple. The whiteboarding wasn't super difficult, and so it was pretty fun. My second job, there was a quote unquote technical phone screen that consisted of the guy asking me, "So what have you done with React?" I told him about things that I'd built in React, and then he was like, "Cool." And then I got off the phone and they were like, "He loved you." So that was nothing. And then this job there was a code test that was like convoluted as hell that I thought for sure I'd like done poorly on. And they were like, "You did great." I was like, "Cool."
That's what's happened to me a lot. I was like, well, I bombed that, and then they called me back the next. Literally, that's what actually the interview video that I have. I bombed it, and then I bombed the second one, with like the React thing, because I was preparing for accessibility questions, like all the tab indexing and like the super specific, like certifications for accessibility, and he hits me with React. I'm like, what? And then he was like, yeah, well, that went actually pretty good. You know, you got, and we'll give you a call back. And then I think he Googled me and found it. And he was like, no, fuck this guy.
It's funny. Do you think he found it? Do you know he found it?
I don't know, but I can safely assume that he most likely was like, yeah, no, he's just pulling our leg.
Or would you have taken the job if they offered it?
No, it was only a 6-month contract. Everyone's like, how'd it go? It was a 6-month contract with no chance of becoming full-time. And I have a mortgage, so yeah, pass. How do you do that unless you like have no bills? Or you like I feel like the whole time I'd be at that job, I'd be looking for a new job, so it'd be hard for me to actually do good work.
Well, that's like there is a major company that's in the triangle, right? I'm talking like everyone in the US and most people outside of the US probably know who they are. Telecom company that has 3 letters in their name and an ampersand that employs developers in like the Raleigh-Durham area, and they put people on week-long contracts that they renew at the end of every week. And I just wonder how you can survive that way, because I would honestly always be terrified on Friday I would be out of a job. And like There's no severance. There's nothing at the end of it because you're just a contractor.
If you don't have bills, or you like starter kit job, like live at your mom's still, like
Yeah, trust
maybe.
fund.
Yeah, trust fund baby. But if I was a trust fund baby, I wouldn't get a job. I would just go live life.
Depends on how big the trust fund is.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's just like I don't know. There's a few software companies like Intel, for example. They cut the bottom 10% every year, and so it's just like this weird peer pressure to all be at the top. And then there are people who just don't give a shit. Then they just cut the 10% every single year, and then even my CEO said that to me. He's like, I believe in any company, you could cut the bottom 15% and the company would operate at maximum capacity. I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Shouldn't you look out when you're hiring people?
I mean, that that's just like 100% not true for every company. It's probably true about like behemoth like corporate companies because they don't have the ability to keep eyes on everybody. But you're doing a bad job of hiring. If you're a team of 50, you could cut 10 people and still operate at like maximum capacity. Like you're doing a shit job at hiring then.
Like Google doesn't do that,
Yeah.
and they are Google. They're still on the top. So it's just like, bruh.
Yeah. It's an interesting policy. It's a shit policy, but it's interesting. Yeah, wicked. I just moved from Durham to Chapel Hill. What part of Durham are you in?
Do you play Fortnite? Acer wants to know.
I do play Fortnite, not well, and I haven't played it since I moved. I just bought a house, and like my PS4 is still in a box, and I just got this Windows machine last week, and I haven't had too much time to put anything on it. But I will again play Fortnite soon.
How's that? How's that housing price there? I'm way more reasonable than here.
Probably not way more reasonable because the tech scene here is exploding. Everything is like people are buying $80,000 houses and flipping them for like 350 grand. Um, it's been blowing up, and it's only going to get worse if we get Amazon HQ2 or the Apple campus that they're talking about us supposed to be getting. It's just going to get worse. We bought our house from a friend, so like we got a deal on it, and since we've had it for less than 2 months, it's gone up in value. It's wild.
Jeez, I think. What's the square footage?
13. It's 1337 actually. Surprisingly, it's very elite.
I mean, mine is 900. Well, mine is 15, but 500 of that is a basement that I don't ever use except to wash clothes. So I have
Oh
900
yeah.
like livable, probably
Hmm.
close to the same. What's your lot size?
It's a condo.
Oh, okay. But you have like a little backyard though, right?
We have a porch, but it's not considered part of our square footage because we only have walls in that we have to insure.
Oh, geez. Okay. Let's see. Cary area. Where do you live? I live in Salt Lake. He lives in North Carolina.
Hmm. What part of Northside Durham, Wicked? Because I live on the Chapel Hill Durham border, over by the East. No, yeah, over by the Eastgate Shopping Center.
Do any of
I'm.
us? Wait. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm still trying to get familiar with where I live because I just moved.
Did we talk to Traversy or Fun Function? Traversy, I guess, watches some of my video. He's commented, but he's got 400 something thousand, right? The value proposition between both of us, it's not there, or maybe it is. I don't know. But he watches some video. I've never talked to him one on one, and Fun Function definitely not. Have you?
I have interacted with Fun Function once on Twitter, and by interacted, I tweeted at him once and he liked it. Never talked to Traversy Media, and I don't think he's ever left a comment on any of my videos. Um, the biggest coding like YouTube channel that I've ever interacted with is what used to be Coding Tutorials 360, but he goes by his name now, like Dylan Israel. What's his name?
Yeah, Dylan Israel.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dylan Israel. I know him as Coding Tutorials 360 before he changed his name, but yeah.
I've never. I don't know. When you messaged me, I was like, really? What's up, dude? And that was it. Like, I don't know. I feel like there are you, me, Joe, Chris. That's it. And then there's like the Silicon Valley group with Yoma, Mayuko, Jarvis, Tech
Yeah.
Lead, Engineered Truth, right? And then there's Traversy Media, which is a lone wolf, and a few other like Coding Train, those people.
Yeah. And I've never interacted with any of the Silicon Valley people either.
I tried every single one, and they all gave me the ghost middle finger. Okay.
Hmm. That's funny. I mean, they're doing their own thing. I know that like specifically Jarvis is trying to branch out from just being a coding channel. So he may not be
Well,
trying to do that kind of stuff.
he's got the comedy for it. Now he's got the audience for it, so it's only a
Yeah.
little skip. Got 10
Right.
minutes till work is over. You'd hang out. Oh, thanks, John. Thanks for hanging.
What's up, John? Let's see. Dreaded Dev. Rest in peace. I miss that guy. We got really close for a while, and then he like deleted all his social media. I didn't have a way to get a hold of him.
Do you think he still watches these videos? Think he still
I don't know,
hangs out?
I hope he does. You guys kind of had a similar trajectory. It's kind of funny. Like his channel just like took off. Like he hit 10,000 subscribers in like a month or two. It was wild. Kind of like yours. Like what?
It doesn't feel real though. Like my daily
Yeah.
schedule doesn't change much. I do the same thing every day, but the number on YouTube goes up. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
and there's
Well,
more
and
questions.
it's super like it's funny because there's all of these videos that I've watched, and especially when I first started, I watched hours and hours of videos on like how to get a YouTube audience and how to do this and how to do that. And there are so many like tips and tricks. But like honestly, once you get a channel to a certain point, for me it was about 1,000 subscribers. All you need is consistency, and then YouTube will push your videos out because I know my channel grows like shit if I upload nothing or like one video every week or two. And if I do 2 videos a week, it grows faster than it's ever grown before. And you're super consistent. So it's like you're feeding the algorithm its candy. You know what I mean?
That's my goal though, right? Like, if this
Right.
was a job where I could just make videos about code and then make like, actual tutorials about code and stuff, like
Mhm.
that'd be the dream. And then eventually probably do the Jarvis and like branch off. Instead of making comedy, I do like actual VFX, like like Corridor on YouTube.
No.
All right, like I'm sure you've seen some of their videos. It's just like visual effects channel where they make like these meme videos, like Mario Kart
Mhm.
in real life.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, like that's by Cord. Like all the visual effects and stuff. Like that's if that was a job that actually paid money, unless you're in Hollywood, it's not, right?
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to integrate that with like learning something.
Yeah. I would love to be able to take YouTube as like a way to support other ventures that I want to have eventually, but I'm just not consistent enough with it, and it's because my just day-to-day schedule is so crazy. And I just try to
But
what?
I was gonna be like the steady content is like I don't know. Whenever we do these streams, people are like, "Weren't you just at 10K like a month ago?" And I was just like, yeah, but like literally every single day, all I do is work, and then I make a video, and then I edit the video, and then I do a live stream, and then like no one hears the part where my girlfriend's like, "Come watch the show with me." I'm like, "I can't right now. I'm editing this video," or like, "Let's go see a movie." I'm sorry, I can't right now. Hey, you want to jump in some WoW and run some dungeons? Sorry, I can't right now. Like no one hears all that part. They just see like, "Oh my god, let's celebrate."
There's absolutely a sacrifice to have a YouTube channel. There's a sacrifice to have a YouTube channel where you upload 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week or 4 videos a week. Um, and that sacrifices your time. Like I was talking about it, I was on Coding Phases channel last week, and there's a part of me that like I just wonder where I could be as a developer if I didn't have a YouTube channel. Because if I spent the time that I do videos on doing tutorials and learning and building my own stuff on the side, there's just so much more like that I could have accomplished. But I enjoy spending my knowledge or spending my time sharing knowledge with my community. Um, and it's okay. Like I've grown as much as I've needed to grow as a developer in the 2 years that I've been doing this. But it is a time sacrifice. It is a time suck. Like you think about it, you do a 10-minute video, Josh. How long does it take you to actually film, like set up all of the stuff that you need to set up, turn the camera on, film your video, and then edit it and then upload it? It's a 10-minute video, but you're sacrificing probably at least an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of time on it. Like,
It takes me like 3. So like I'll set up, do the video, redo the video, figure out the
mhm.
camera angles, watch the video, then realize my mic wasn't plugged in all the way and it didn't actually record any audio, or that I'm actually out of focus because I have a Sony a6300 and it doesn't flip around, or that like I edited it and it crashed midway through, or my Premiere died and now I lost everything because I forgot to save. Like all this stuff happens I mean, it doesn't happen regularly because I like made sure that didn't happen again. I spent like 4 hours editing one and it just died, and I was like, whew. And then like I was making a video, like a blooper video, and I got it all the way done, and my whole computer just died. And I
Oh
was like,
God.
okay, that's like 4 hours of this hilarious blooper video that no one will ever see because I'm like, anyways, it takes me like 3 hours to do videos, and then you have to
Yeah.
make the thumbnail for it. Then you have to do the little cards, and then you have to upload it. Then you have to post it. Then you have to share the post on social media to all your other channels.
Don't forget having to type out all those tags every time,
Oh
unless you have an
God.
automated way to do it that you want to share with
You
me.
can, yeah, go to your defaults, your upload defaults, and add the text.
Oh, game over. There, I don't. Now I don't have to do that anymore.
I mean, unless you want to add specific ones to each video, there is a upload defaults channel tags, and then you just paste them in there, and then save, and then you have like 90% of them.
There we go.
Okay, let's
Any
see.
basic gear recommendations I should get to make these videos? Honestly, like I started my channel with an iPhone 6s. I didn't have a tripod. I didn't have a mic. I like threw my computer on a couple of shoe boxes, stuck my phone in the like corner of it so it would hold it steady, and that's how I recorded like the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos on my channel.
I have a. This is my camera. It's a Sony A6300, and I have a little mic on the top. Uh, so I don't know. The thing I like about, like, you can't see this, but like when the camera's pointed at me, this lens, this thing on the back doesn't flip out, and so there's no way to know if I'm in frame. Half my head's cut off. You're only looking at my shoulder. Like, I can't see any of that, and so I think I'm gonna either sell this, get a different one like that flips out, so I can wear sunglasses like Casey or something. Yeah. But basically, just a mic and a camera. It's not that. Also, this back here, I have this tripod, and then I have a light. Yeah. So you have the you. Oh, is that a GH5?
It's a G7,
Oh man,
but it does do 4K and
I'm so
it has a
jealous,
flippy out screen. So
dude. That's what I want. Like, I can't. Like, it's the worst. There's so many times where I want to see if I'm in frame, and I have
yeah.
to get up and walk around, and then like or replay it. It's.
The only thing that I don't like about the G7 is that its autofocus is terrible. So, and the screen is small. So, even if I think I'm in focus and I'm definitely in frame, I may or may not actually be in focus. And if I'm walking around with it like vlog style, it'll like hunt for focus a bunch. But you could
There's
get
a
a
trick you can do to fix it if you set your camera shutter to uh 259 or 359 degrees rather than 360 or something. It's like 179. You know what I'm talking about?
it's yeah, I know what you're talking about. It still doesn't work. I mean, it they say it is better, but it's still bad. Like it's still considerably worse than Canon or Sony. It just ain't the greatest autofocus, especially the G7. Now with the GH5, that trick works apparently really well.
What lens do you have? I have a 50. What do I? 16 to 50 millimeter. It's not the greatest.
I have a 12 to 42 millimeter, but it's a micro four thirds camera, so it's a 2 times crop. So a 12 millimeter like equivalent is 24 on a full frame.
We're just trying to help people. We're trying to spread the knowledge. If we can do this, you can do this.
It's true.
What boot camp did you go to? Something Yard, right?
Iron Yard, yeah.
So didn't they? Are they still a thing?
No, they went out of business. But there is a replacement to the Iron Yard that was started by the person who opened up the Durham campus in Durham, called Momentum, and I highly recommend it if you want to go to a boot camp in Durham, North Carolina, because they still have all the connections that the Iron Yard had with like local employers, and so the job placement is really good.
What what happened?
For the Iron Yard, I don't
Yeah.
know specific details, but I can kind of infer that they were having some monetary problems due to opening campuses in places that just didn't put butts in seats. Like they had a campus in like Little Rock, Arkansas, which is hard to sell somebody on a 13,000 boot camp in when there's not like a huge tech scene there, you know?
I feel like they would have just done it the remote route.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what happened. There were some financial issues that I was never privy to. So,
Did they give you a guarantee?
job guarantee, no, but I didn't need it. You're pretty much guaranteed a job in the Durham. Like the Durham campus was its crown jewel, and everyone gets jobs out of it because they were so connected to the scene. The campus manager is like she's not the campus manager of Momentum, but she's honestly a rock star. Like that woman put in work.
I didn't have anything. No one promised anything. It's like 30. It's like 28%, under 30% placement rate, and I was just like,
Really?
yeah, but like I couldn't do the full time one because I couldn't quit my job because I had no way to live. It was either
That's
that or
wild.
take another. Yeah, no, I had no way to live. So the full time was also 12 grand, so I couldn't pay for that, and then I
Yeah.
definitely couldn't quit and like pay for my rent.
Yeah, that's wild. Wicked, the Momentum is in the basement of the American Tobacco campus over by like Bull Stadium, right across the street from Bull Stadium on Blackwell. If anybody wants a Durham geography lesson, you're welcome.
How late do you usually stay up? And what's your day look like?
My day?
Give us an inside look, Aaron and Beta, 9 to 5, and before and after.
In a perfect world, I'd wake up at 5 in the morning every day, but I haven't been doing that recently. I wake up about 7, shower, listen to a podcast, or watch like YouTube videos for a little bit. Go into work around 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock, and then I work until 6, and then I come home, and then I may make a video or I may not. More likely than not, not. Hang out with my wife, watch TV, read, listen to podcasts, and then I go to bed at like 11. I'm a really boring person, to be
You
completely
sound
fair.
like, well, I mean, my schedule's not that different. I just,
Yeah,
I don't, I'm not married, right? So I get to skip that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
And what do you do on the weekends? Because your Instagram is way more exciting than mine. Like when you break down at Hardee's.
Oh yeah, I totally. I My car is currently in the shop. My wife is driving me around everywhere right now. Um, yeah, dude, I listen to music. I go to a lot of concerts. That's something new for this year that I stopped doing for a while. So I go to a lot of concerts. I love music. I played in bands when I was in high school. Um, I like to go to the movies. I went to school for like creative writing. I wanted to be a screenwriter in a different life. If you ever want to do a dope YouTube video that's screenwritten, let me know, Josh. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just do things. I try to find experiences and live life to the fullest because
You vlog those
that's
things?
the way I am. What?
Why don't you vlog those things?
Because I don't always feel like taking my camera to places.
I feel weird. I feel really weird taking this. Like so people in the Discord they're like make a gym video. I'm like, "Oh god, here we go. I'm the guy with the camera pointing at myself
Dude,
in the gym."
yeah. I would never be able to do a gym video. Like I could never just set up the camera and get on the bench press and be like, watch this. Like I no, that's just not me.
Or
Not that
so it's
person.
like super ridiculous if I keep the microphone on cuz like you can't hear anything in there anyways. But if I
Yeah.
don't take it off, everyone's just like, "What the hell? This guy over here."
Yeah. My like I will if I'm trying to like low key film stuff, I'll take the microphone off because my camera's pretty small. But with this big ass microphone on the top of it, game over. Everybody knows exactly what you're doing. Imagine, okay, so this is what I try to tell people who don't understand in my channel when they want to know why I don't walk around with my camera in front of my face. Imagine walking around with your cell phone out in front of your face, talking to it in public on like Snapchat or Instagram, and then take away Snapchat or Instagram. You're literally just talking to yourself. People are going to look at you funny, especially if you're not in New York City or LA where like people do it on the regular.
Yeah, it's like I took my board out that I have and I just cruised around and filmed and everyone that was walking their dogs after work was like, "What the hell?"
Well, and the other thing too is if you're in a place where they, like people don't do it all the time, every time that I've vlogged in public, literally every time I've had at least one or two people be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then I have to have that conversation, which I'm fine having, but like the third time in an hour, it gets like a little it's like I'm trying to get this done, like this is taking extra time, all of that. So,
Sometimes, like, I went to a park and people ran up to me. They're like, "Are you a vlogger?" I was like, "Uh, I don't know. Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know what this is. I'm just making a video. Can we be in it?" "No, you're like 10. That would be weird as."
I put little kids in my video once. I was at that sounded so bad. I was at the airport. I was flying back or to South Africa for my last job. They sent me to South Africa for training. And I had my camera with me and I was vlogging the whole trip. And I feel better about doing it at airports because like I'm never going to see these people again probably. And this mother of this young girl tapped me on the shoulder as we're sitting in the plane and she goes, "What's the camera for?" And I said, "It's for YouTube." And the little girl's like eyes lit up and like we had a conversation about YouTube. She was like 11 years old. And so we like talked about YouTube and how she wants to like start a YouTube channel or whatever. And then when we got off the plane, I was like, "Do you want to say hi? Like you can say hi in my video." So if you check my South Africa videos out, they're in one of them.
Like it was like a gang full of kids that surrounded me. They're like, "Do you play
That's a good idea,
Fortnite?"
Craig.
No, I don't.
I like that shirt.
Joe, get in the.
Oh, Josh, if you're talking, I can't hear you. I don't know if you're muted or if my internet's cut
I
out.
muted the wrong one. I muted Discord and not OBS because I'm not using headphones, so I mute my mic when you talk to prevent reverb. Joe is here. We should get
Ch-
in. Joe, do you?
Codingphase.com.
Yeah, he did it again.
Codingphase.com is back and I done did it again. What's up, man?
Joe, do you get in on this? I don't know if you have Discord though, Joe.
It's annoying as hell to log into. I'll tell you that.
Just do the browser version.
It wanted me to like click on which picture had a street sign literally 7 times.
I mean, you're just giving them free machine learning algorithms. Can you email him
It's
the
true.
link? Because I
No.
have Discord full screen right now, and if I remove it, then everyone sees everything.
Can you throw the link in the chat?
Done.
Dope. Let me figure out how to use Windows again. It's so weird coming back to Windows. I haven't had a Windows computer in like 4 years.
So drop some questions. No lurking allowed. No lurking. We got 80 people here. We need one question per 80 per person, not per 80 people. One question per person for 80 people. You just joined. Okay. Hold.
Ban them.
Lurking. Why did I attend Evers College? So I can learn all of the skills. How do you get on the video stream? How to prevent burnout? You can answer that while I fix this.
What am I answering?
How to prevent burnout?
Okay. Let me send this email. So the best way to prevent burnout is to constantly remind yourself why you're doing things. If you're having like small moments of burnout within like a day, go take a walk, go turn on some music, like put on loud aggressive music or whatever it is that helps you. But if you're having like long-term burnout, like I've been at this for 6 months and I have nothing to show for it or whatever, number one, realize that's not true. Be really honest with yourself. Be really, really honest and open. Because if you look back, you have something out of it. Even if you haven't gotten a job yet, you've got more knowledge. You're more dangerous now in this industry. You're closer to the place that you want to be. And then remind yourself why you're doing it. Why do you have passion for coding? And if it's the wrong, like if the answer is the wrong answer, then try to reimagine what your priorities are.
Joe, accept the friend request that I sent you. Aaron, you also have to accept the friend request that I sent you. And then once you do that, let me know.
I have accepted the friend request.
So Joe needs to accept the friend request, then I can add him.
What advice do you got for someone who is unqualified but still needs experience in a job? Don't think of yourself as unqualified. Think of yourself as young and hungry. And you are probably closer to being qualified than what you actually imagine you are.
Your camera
Because
turned off, by the way.
my camera turned off?
Yep.
Well, hot dang. How do I fix that? And my camera's back on. This dumb Discord. Do you think personal coding projects are a good way to get experience needed for a job. It's not going to count as experience when like the HR person says you need 3 years of experience in whatever technology, but it's the best way to learn. Like the best way to learn how to code, the best way to get real world application skills is to actually like code and build your own projects.
So Joe didn't accept it. I called him, but yeah, I'm
Joe,
muted.
hit the green button. Pick the blue pill or the red pill. I don't remember which one.
Send it again. Okay.
I know JavaScript and React. Do I need to master databases to be qualified for a job? Not a front end job. For a front end job, you don't need to know anything about databases, really. Or if you do, then it's not like really like a purely front end job. Oh,
Chit, 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 chit. We are out here. We live right now. What up, what up, what up? I don't know if you see me.
Dude, what's up?
okay,
Yeah, we
right
can see
in.
you. You're good. You can't see me because my OBS is taking my camera and not Discord.
Josh is bad at live streaming.
Well, I didn't plan this. I thought it was 7:32 hours from now.
Okay.
My bad. I think he's messing. Joe, are you messing with your settings?
Okay.
Yeah, this is a stream right here.
The
I
trifecta. Where's
can't
Chris
hear.
Sean?
Let me see. Let me see if I could hear.
Okay.
This is weird.
Just turn up the volume.
I'm still learning some Discord. For some reason, I can't hear anything that you guys are saying if I'm on Discord, but
You're on.
I don't know why. Goddamn bugs.
Go get on the new Mac. He can't hear us. He needs to go get the Mac.
Let me see if I could get the audio up.
I think native will be big.
Yeah, I'm over
I
here.
think progressive web apps
Pull
will
up
be
with
big.
live. Let me see. Speakers is on, volume is on. For whatever reason, it has like a little icon of like the headphones is off for whatever reason. I don't know.
Rejoin. Here, let's
Let me see
we'll do it
if
the
I could-
abrupt way and we just
I could
kick him.
get in this.
Bye, Joe. Yeah, mine has a little headphones symbol.
The headphone symbol means that you can't hear anything. You have to turn
Yeah.
that opposite of that.
Do you just click the headphones?
I'm not sure on mobile. I don't know, but on
Yeah, I've
the
never done
desktop, take the headphones off, Joe. That means you're muted. We
I
can't
know,
hear.
but I can't click it.
Why don't you get the Mac or the desktop?
I don't have headphones.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if you can't do it over
All
speakerphone.
right, let me see. Let me try. Let me close YouTube.
If only YouTube had like 0 latency stream, he could just listen to the audio on YouTube.
That's true.
I've seen there's a few Twitch streamers now who have 0 latency.
Weird.
They have that on this, but you can only do 720p with it.
Yeah. It's
Stream
true.
struggles.
Question: how often do you take breaks from coding? Breaks can be 10 to 24-hour
Listen,
breaks.
I'm gonna leave the group. Send it to me again, so I could try to get in there.
All right.
I take 10 to 24-hour breaks every weekend, but I code every day because that's what they pay me for.
What tech are you using? Or you said your boss was teaching you some new tech. What is it?
PHP, lovely old PHP. We do web and mobile work, but the web work is mostly in WordPress. So
Give me like 2 minutes.
I wonder if he knows he's still in here.
I don't know.
I don't know how he's gonna read the YouTube chat in addition to listening to us. How do you mute YouTube without muting Discord, like one or the other on a phone?
If you have an Android, can you pop out the chat on mobile if you're on like Safari or on Chrome?
Nope. What creative agency? He probably won't answer that.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to say the name, but I'm not hiding it. It's pretty easy to find that information out, but
That's what I
I just
say.
don't throw it out in the world. There have been plenty of people who have found me on like LinkedIn and stuff.
Get in here. How do I even get out?
He doesn't know how to leave.
Joe.
You could kick him.
Joe. All right.
If you, yeah.
Here we go. Remove from group. There we go. Then we'll invite him back.
Yep.
When he's ready.
I am 30 years old, Khalid.
I'm 28.
And you ever too old to start learning how to code? Fun fact, Khalid, I just posted a video about that like a week ago. So go check out my channel, Aaron and Beta. Haha, self-plug, self-promo.
Go subscribe right now. All of you. He makes really good videos about similar topics, but with Aaron's style.
I make average at best videos about similar topics.
Also average at best videos.
I'm way too old to code. I'm way too old for school. I'm way too old for lots of things. You said you're 28, Josh?
Yeah, I turned 28 last month.
Nice. I turned 28, or I turned 30 2 weeks ago.
What day?
August the 11th.
July 17th.
I didn't get a happy birthday from you, but it's fun.
That's
Whatever.
not true. I did.
I don't think you did.
I think that I did, because I remember seeing your 30-year-old balloon.
Oh, yeah. On my Instagram.
Yeah, I did. I said happy B-Day on your story. Did you not read it?
Maybe. Maybe you did. I should consider ASMR, like listening to it or getting into it.
Obviously, your voice is top tier.
I think that Josh should probably do ASMR because his voice is really good and he's a cutie. Yeah.
I'm just a guy. I'm just here. I can give you. Are we ready? Here's some ASMR for you.
Oh, I thought ASMR was when they talked really close to the mic and you could hear their like mouth sounds.
It's everything.
Is this ASMR? If we take a slow roll down to 99.9 jazz, let me take you on a little trip down to New Orleans town, and yeah.
No, it's like everything. It's like tapping on books, a whole bunch of stuff. Ask me because I have a whole bunch of subscribers for sub channels.
Have you seen the people with the ear mics? They look like ears. That shit is weird.
And then they eat the ears.
Yeah.
There's a Netflix documentary on it.
I went down an ASMR wormhole once because, yeah, I found out about it and I was like, oh, this is a thing? Whoa. If I do ASMR, I'm getting some of them ear-shaped microphones. Is your boy back and done doing it again?
It's ringing. I mean, he could just mute or turn off his video and he'd be all right.
Josh, you didn't tell me that you had another channel for furries.
For furries? Why would I tell people that?
I mean, if you want to be a YouTube star.
All you have to do is go to the hub and you'll find them all.
I don't know what the hub is.
It starts, it's like Pizza Hut. It starts with the same letter as that, but it's a hub.
Oh, yep. Got it. I made it there. I got there. Oh, have you guys ever tried Kotlin for mobile development? No, I've only used React Native personally. Yeah, React Native because I know JavaScript and React, so it makes it super simple.
How much you make, Josh, freelancing? I don't freelance that much. All right, he's just gonna have Discord. Go ahead, you can answer.
I don't freelance either, so I make $0 freelancing. Are you going to the second part of the Google interview, Josh?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. It depends.
I look like the white version of Common, or he looks like the white version of Common? Because I don't think either of us look like Common.
What's my salary? I make 75,000 a year. But that's not
I
what
don't
I
answer
actually
salary
make.
questions, and I don't know why, but it's a decision that I made long ago.
Oh, I don't care. That's not actually what I make. Because I do a bunch of other stuff. But that is my job salary. So I
I
think it's.
love Common though.
You got the beard, maybe you. Pizza Hub, yep.
Do you remember when they turned it to Corn Hub on April Fool's once? That was really funny.
I didn't. I didn't look. Not on April Fools.
I never look at it on April Fool's.
Only before
Cream
and
of
after.
salary soup. I agree, Morgan. I agree. You said you live near Wake Forest. I got married in Youngsville. 70K is not the average. It depends on where you are, what part of the country, and how much experience you have, and what kind of company you're working for. I get asked the average salary question all the time. It's super easy to figure that out. Go to Glassdoor. They'll give you an average. Then ask for like 5 or 10K more than that.
Do I get free food at work? I don't even get healthcare at work.
You don't get healthcare?
I don't get
that.
healthcare. I don't get like dentist. I pay for vision extra. It's $7 a month. That's the only thing. What else?
That's
No free food.
wild.
10 days vacation. Yeah, that's it.
Josh was complaining earlier that I work 9 hours a day. I have super cheap healthcare. I get 3 weeks of vacation. I have every other Friday off, which is super dope, makes up for the 9-hour days. Yeah. But benefits are all over the place in tech. My first job was free healthcare, unlimited vacation, free food. Like they provided us with like food to make lunch every day. There was a coffee machine. There was LaCroix stocked refrigerators. They had a kegerator with 2 taps on it, and like it was really cool. But also, I didn't get paid as much as I could have because they provided all of this other stuff for me.
I'm remote, so I'm indifferent to any of it, anyways. And I go to the gym, and I don't really have any health problems or take medication, so I'm just like, it sucks. Like I can deal with it because of that, but like if I were to have to take some sort of medication that I'd have to get prescribed monthly, like depression medication, or you know what I mean, like something like that people have to have, then I'd be screwed. But
And do you? I have no idea what's going on with the politics of any of this, but don't you have to have insurance, or you pay like money to the government?
yeah, it's not next year. This year was the last year, and now that's been
I got it.
revoked.
Makes sense. How much was it?
I paid $600 in fees for not being able to afford healthcare. So it was either $600 for not to pay to not have healthcare, or $600 a month to pay for healthcare out of my check. So I was like, pass on that. I'll just pay the penalty once,
That's buck ass wild.
and that was only for 6 months. So it was $1,200 for the year.
That's wild. Wild, wild, wild. What are some projects I can do that will teach me all the fundamentals that I need to know to land a well-paying full stack engineering job? Go, Josh, go.
How long are we going to be on? Let me answer the other question. Projects? All the fundamentals. You're gonna need multiple projects for that. Like, do a real-time chat app. Use Firebase. Make something with a SQL database. Use Heroku. Like, there's a bunch of different ways to do the same thing, and you need to do all those things a bunch of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
He's not receiving the invite. We called, but you didn't answer. Let me call him again.
Yeah, for projects, if you want a full stack job, build an API, then build a front end that hits that API. And that's like a super useful project because that's how most web apps are structured now, is like a completely offshoot API with a JavaScript front end that's interacting with that API. So that's a super useful project to have in your arsenal.
What
We're
else?
trying, Morgan. We're trying.
Oh, Jeremy's remote. Yeah, I work remote. I refuse to go to an office.
Most people keep CSS in a separate file. Inline styling is like very heavily frowned upon in modern front end development, although some people still do it.
You should see my
And
application at work, dude. Because
oh yeah,
it's ASPX,
oh
and
god,
so there's so much inline, and so like there's importance on top of inlines on top of importance. It's what?
that's like anybody who is like I don't know, best practices Nazi would probably like roll over and die.
Cool. So we have like inline, like on the elements, and then at the bottom of the style section, or at the top of the style section, we have code, and then we have important in the CSS file.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
The application
Yeah.
has issues.
But I've seen apps like that where like it's an old like legacy code base that somebody had no idea how to get through their like file structure, so they were like, F it, I'm gonna just do this inline.
Joe, you did not leave the group. You're still in the group. I'm ringing you right now. We'll just leave it like this.
Any recommendations for getting better at CSS? Do Wes Boss's Flexbox and CSS Grid tutorial because they're both super awesome and they're project based. And Wes Boss is a boss. And then like CSS Tricks is a super dope website. If you're trying to do something interesting with CSS, or if you see something on a website that you think is super interesting that is done with CSS, look up how to do it. Replicate, and then start doing your own stuff. '46 in September. Young man, Craig, young man. How important is it to learn Ajax in 2018? Josh, you got this one?
Ajax in any year. Learn it.
Yeah. It's literally important. Like if you are going to be a like front-end developer on an app, you have to know Ajax. You have to know promises, you have to know async. Yeah, and you have to know fetch. Like those are what your job is going to be. It's going to be fetching data from an API and then displaying it all nice and pretty on the front end.
Okay, so I'm gonna look. He's calling me, so I'm gonna answer there, and then I'm gonna invite you to that one. So be right back. Can you hear now? Joe, can you hear us? Joe, it says that you cannot hear us. Hello. Joe, we're here. The same issue.
Yo.
Can you hear us?
I can't. Oh my god, I'm so fucking pissed right now because like why this icon doesn't go away? This stupid icon of like audio, like I connected a headphones. I did everything. Jesus Christ.
That Discord ringtone is so
It's annoying.
soothing.
Chit.
Is he? Yeah, I mean he's here, like, but he can't hear us. He still has the same icon.
Oh no. Flute stream. Do you want me to play the flute? I can. No, I don't have a flute.
Yo.
Joe, we're still
Like
here.
my audio is in, but I don't know why the hell. They need to fix this UI. Oh my god.
Why don't you go?
God damn it, Discord.
Why don't you just go to your desktop or
Oh, yeah,
laptop?
This is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, man. What's everybody doing? Gonna have to do. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I think I figure it out. Hold on.
We could be getting there, folks.
What
This is the
microphone
moment
is
of
that?
truth. This is the CAD30 U37.
Is it an XLR?
No, it's a USB mic.
It sounds way better than mine.
Is yours a USB?
Yeah, it's just a Blue Yeti, but I feel like yours
Oh, yeah.
sounds way more compressed and condensed.
So this was like $50, but it's got two buttons on it. One is a compressor that you can just turn on automatically, even if there's no equalizer settings in the thing you're plugged into. And the other one is to like smooth it out by 10 decibels, and it makes it sound pretty nice for a cheap USB mic.
Do you have it on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds pretty radio host.
So if I do this, does it sound different now?
Yeah, you sound like me probably.
Yeah, that's with those buttons turned off. So if you don't have an equalizer, you can just turn those on and it's really nice.
What is it again? Craig wants to know.
What is it's a CAD U37. Hi Samuel, my name's Aaron. I have a YouTube channel too. I once talked about Josh on it.
For whatever reason, he found my content interesting.
I did find it interesting and I said, "Hey, kid, you're going to be a star someday." Let me say hi.
I don't know about all that. Maybe that's the dream. If it doesn't happen, I'll die trying.
I can dig it. Can I send links? I don't know if I can send links in your stream.
Oh, we just got a random shot of his floor. Joe.
Floor stream. Nope. Can't send links. I would try to send links, but I can't send links.
Wait. Just type something real quick so that I can make you admin, then you can do it.
Viva la Joshua.
No. Don't. Wait, Philip. Oh, jeez. I accidentally made Philip moderator. Here you go. Enjoy your power.
Start banning everyone, Philip. There was a real question somewhere.
If Joe could just get a piece of paper and write down his answers, that would be the best.
Yeah. Which do you prefer your coding style, Angular, React, Vue, or Poly? React for me. Although I like Vue. I've recently started looking into it. It seems pretty cool, but I just know React the best. I'm not an admin yet, and I'm super upset about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Where's my ban hammer?
You are now a moderator. Go.
Yeah. You're banned, Samuel. Take that. I'm just kidding. Anyways, that's the microphone. I think. I didn't actually scroll down.
All right, you have to delete that and then replace it with a referral link. Just kidding.
Oh God, trying to get my money. Trying to get my paper.
No one's going to be mad. Everyone does it.
Everyone does it. So you can learn how to code if you click the link in the description for Treehouse. You get a free 7-day trial.
Are you me? You sound like me.
You and Krishan, always dropping them bombs. I feel so bad doing it. I like every time I say it, I'll say it like 5 times in a video, and every time I do, I make sure to say, and if you click that link, I'll get paid. Like it matters. I don't know.
I say that.
But I say it every time. Like every time. I'll say it like 5 times in a row, and I'll be like, and I get paid.
Yeah, I don't. I just say support the channel. I feel like it's the same thing. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. If you were offered a job for 25% pay increase to work entirely in Angular, would you do it? It depends on what the job. Well, yeah. If it's 25%, sign me up. Unless like the team sucked or I had to work 12 hours a day. But
what do you think about WordPress?
What do I think about WordPress? I mean, it sucks, but it is what we have. Like you can make a butt ton of money working in WordPress because everybody needs it. You'd be shocked at the kind of clients that my company works with that have websites on WordPress. We're based out of LA, so we do a lot of like celebrity websites. They're all on WordPress.
Can you please fix Sean Connery's website?
Sean Connery is not one of our clients. But yeah, so we do a lot of web dev work on WordPress and Shopify for like online stores. Yeah, it sucks. There's way better CMSs out there, like Craft, or like using Gatsby with headless WordPress, or taking WordPress and making it modern with like a thing like Trellis, but it is what it is. What would you do to balance the workload of school, work, and running a business at the same time at 17? I don't have a good answer for that because I'm terrible at balancing workload.
You're 17. What business do you have at 17?
Drugs.
To balance
That's my
that,
assumption.
all right, make sure that you get Ziploc bags that are smell proof. That's it. That's my advice.
Wicked, if there's anything that I say that you don't know, feel free to throw it in the chat because I'll explain it. I tend to get verbose in my answers for no good reason.
At least you can talk. I have issues communicating.
I am an extrovert, which has actually helped me a lot in finding jobs. So,
Dude, that's like the reason I make videos, because I know that I suck at communication, and so this forces you to get better.
yeah, I mean, and just by your videos, you've gotten way better. I want to know what Joe is doing. Does he know that his phone is still connected to Discord?
I don't know. I see his newspaper down there. He's got his phone plugged in. Nice wood floors, though. I like that shine he's got to it.
He got that wood grain on the dash, though. How do you figure out what's the best route to go in CS? How did you all decide to do either front end or back end or full stack? Well, I made the decision completely out of not knowing anything, and I thought front end would be more designy. I thought I would like looking at pretty colors and pretty text, and then I realized I really like the logical part, and kind of regret not learning back end first. But I made my decision based on like ignorance.
I like design and product management more than actually coding, to be honest.
Yeah, I like project management a lot. I love project management. Um, I really enjoy like yeah, that's right up my alley. But I think that if you're trying to figure out which one you should decide to do or which one like suits you best, go do like a tutorial, a short tutorial for a front end, like for JavaScript, and then do a short tutorial for like Python or Ruby, and pick Python or Ruby because it's so much easier to learn. But probably Python.
We finally turned off his camera.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Ruby is not. I will pass on Ruby all day because you have two options with Ruby: Sinatra and Rails. And they're equally annoying.
Rails is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Rails is so easy to use.
It's
Gem install, make an API, and then there's an API spun up for you.
I know, but it's so much magic.
It's so much magic. So much magic. Yeah, Wicked. Ruby is another language. It's what Twitter was originally built on.
GitHub also.
How often are you thrown technologies to work with at work that you have no knowledge of? You're a better answer of this than I am, probably.
Like every single job. Usually it's per job. Sometimes it's, hey, we have this thing at the job, but it's legacy, but no one's here to maintain it anymore. Can you do it? But I've never done that. Okay, but can you do it? I mean, I'll try.
Yeah. You'll learn something really quickly about like if you end up with a job at somewhere that has like old legacy projects that are still making the company money, but nobody touches anymore. And that's that everybody who ever wrote anything in that code base has long left the company and nobody knows what any of it does. So they throw it your way because you're new.
Yep.
And that sucks.
So what I try to do when I code is code in a whole bunch of stuff that no one will understand but me. Code in your job security.
Yeah. There's a reason why like old crappy languages that have code bases written in them, the engineers who still know those languages and are willing to work in them get paid a lot of money. And it's because there's only like 20 people in the world who's willing to do it. You weren't going to say hammer curls on stream, Josh?
You were talking. Let's see. People say front end. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Double jinx.
All right. Doesn't pay as much. Is that true? Yeah, it's kind of true because you only have to do half. Usually, like, depends on the job, but front end is half, and then back end is half. Full stack is both. That pays the most, unless it's like niche back end, which probably pays even more. Then you have mobile, which is even more. Then you have like DevOps, which is 10 minutes of work, 90% AFK, and even more money.
And backend has the like, if you tell somebody that you work in on like the back end of something and you tell somebody you work in the front end of something, there's this weird like stereotype that's not inherently true, but people assume that back-end developers are more developer than a front-end developer, and they think front-end developers just play around in like this world of HTML and CSS and don't do any actual programming.
That's not true. Like front-end developer 5 years ago was like jQuery, HTML, CSS. Front-end developers today is like, please create this API, connect to this API, pull data, push data, use Firebase, use SQL. All these APIs, we need you to know Axios, we need you to know Fetch, we need you to know React, we need you to know XYZ.
Redux.
It's like insane amounts.
Yeah, front end's gotten so like intricate that it's like a real developer role now, and more people are hiring specialized front end developers because of how specialized it's gotten. But it still has this like weird connotation to it where it's like maybe not actually a real developer if you only do front end stuff.
What is DevOps? DevOps is the people that maintain your servers. Craig, obviously that's a true statement.
Oh man. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard at a live stream. Thank you for that, Craig.
Top tier questions only allowed. Craig, more.
I enjoy YouTube live stream shit posts, Craig, so keep going. Just label the file Bridget, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
One could argue it depends on the company. Not every company has the same standard, so front end isn't equal across all companies. That's 100% true. Yeah, I mean, some companies will have like 2 front end devs and 6 back end devs because they're silly, and some companies will have like 2 back end devs and like 6 front end devs. I don't know.
We have like a bunch of devs that do everything.
Yeah, we have one dev, and it's me, so that's dope.
But that's good. And your boss, right?
Well, my boss does like mostly like sales oppy stuff now. He doesn't really do coding, but he helps me when I'm like, "Hey, dude, show me how to do this thing."
How does he, like, what's his background though?
He was a day trader. He worked as a day trader and then moved out to LA to be a music producer. Learned how to code on the fly. Is super creative and super business minded, and started this creative agency with his best friend, who is like one of the dopest designers I've ever seen. Um, and yeah, they started this business and took it off from there.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, man.
If I started any business, yeah, I have a business. I have a business. I opened it in Wyoming, and then that's where all the YouTube goes. That's where like all the extra stuff goes.
What is this business?
It's like where all the side money goes, right? Because I don't want to be taxed 59,000% on my personal income.
Yeah.
Um,
So is it just like an LLC for you to like run your YouTube money through, or is it an actual bit like?
I don't know. I have a bunch of different stuff that I do. Not all of it's YouTube related, but all the money goes in there, so I don't get
Yeah.
taxed as much.
I've thought about like just starting an LLC to run my YouTube money through so it doesn't get taxed as much, but I haven't done it
That's
yet.
exactly what I did. It was $200.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
Yep. Then you get that business bank account, swipe the business card, expense all the things.
Yeah, exactly. Expense that gas dough.
I mean, with YouTube, you can expense literally anything.
My internet bill, my computer. Yeah.
Why did you buy this brand new motorcycle? I needed it to vlog my GoPro series that I'm starting. Like everything.
It hasn't been released yet, but I promise it's coming.
How am I supposed to make videos without the motorcycle? Like
Yeah. True. Oh man, I'm gonna have to hop off of here soon. So if anybody has any other questions for me, feel free to throw them out there. Josh, how much longer are you live streaming?
probably until my girlfriend comes back with her friend that they're gonna like take a tour of my house. So that'll be awkward if I'm streaming. But hey, whatever.
Whatever.
Two
Just have
hot,
him pop
two
in, say
hot
hi.
Asian chicks, right?
Have you ever shown your girlfriend on YouTube?
Way back, way
Yeah.
back in the vlogs, but recently no.
My wife's never been on my channel. Her voice appeared in one video, but
Do longer
never.
videos.
Who?
You. Everyone says, did you get your degree?
No, I did not. Well, I have a degree, but it's in creative writing, which does not help in computer programming, if you were wondering.
But you're a screenwriter at heart, so it doesn't matter.
It's true. Plus, it's like it helped me a lot, like grow as a person and like learn a bunch of stuff or whatever, like college is supposed to. I'm also like went into way too much debt to get it, and probably should have never went to college in the first place. But whatever. Here's my YouTube channel.
Paste the YouTube like 10 times. Just shill it in there. Also shill Joe's channel, Coding Phase. Go to his. He's still in here. We're just not looking at his floors.
That's funny.
He's messaging me. I think. I'm not sure.
What's your favorite resources for learning new languages? And then Sam also asked, what is your personal best resource to learn front end? The best resource to learn front end is to get enough knowledge of JavaScript to be dangerous, to be able to make simple stuff, and then go build something on your own. And the best places that I've learned JavaScript from are WestBoss and JavaScript Understanding the Weird Parts. And then Andrew Mead courses on React and Redux, and Stephen Greider's courses on React and Redux, which you can find links to in all of my videos if you want to click on them and support my channel. Did I do it right, Josh?
Go click on all of his links.
Click on all my links.
Support
Go
the
buy
channel.
$7,000 worth of stuff on Amazon after clicking my link. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate that. Did the debt help motivate you to change, to make the change to web dev? No, actually, I pay more in my student loans now that I actually make money than I did when I was a bartender because I didn't make enough money to have to pay back my federal loans. So it was actually a bad deal for me, but I didn't want to wait 10 years to have real money. So is Python front end or both? Josh, go.
All right, we're joining Joe's. 1 sec. Does it work? Are we still here? I'm gonna go join Joe's. Can you hear me? I see that you're muted. All right, let's see. Add Aaron back. And he left again.
I can hear you again.
Yeah, I mean, your camera's not on again.
Yeah, I know.
All right, he's calling us back. I'm going to go join that one. There we go.
Yeah, Sam, as far as websites, Udemy was the biggest one, and Team Treehouse. Team Treehouse is a good place to like get an understanding, like the base level understanding for something, and then Udemy to like really dive deep into one particular topic. Learning Flexbox currently. Armin, where are you learning Flexbox? Westboss has a really good course on it, and it's free.
Go play Flexbox Froggy in CSS Grid Garden.
Oh yeah, Flexbox Froggy. Get those frogs on a lily pad, my man.
It actually starts off really easy, then like level 22, I'm like, I'm gonna shoot myself. This is insane.
Yeah, Flexbox gets super complicated super quick. I pretty much only use it for like justify content center, align items center.
I just float everything, position absolute, margin left 30%.
Oh god.
No, I'm just kidding.
Top 0, bottom 0, margin auto, margin auto. So I know that Josh looks like he could beat me up because he's super in shape, Pogo, but Josh don't want to step to this because your boy right here is a black belt in Shotokan Karate. I did wrestling for literally like a lot of time, 12 years, Muay Thai, regular boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So your boy don't want to step. And I was in the military, so yeah.
We could try.
But I will fight you on YouTube live for $7.99 if we can get like 500,000 people to go.
The real winner, regardless of the show, is our bank accounts.
It's true. It's true.
What music do you listen to?
What music do I listen to? That's like, I could give you the normal answer that everyone gives everyone when they ask that question. Everything. I'm really into a band called Sir Sly that I'm going to see on Sunday right now. I like Alt J. I'm a fan of like old scenester music, which is what I listened to in high school. So like Taking Back Sunday, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and then like hardcore stuff like Norma Jean, Under Oath. I like rap. Like if I get stuck on a really hard problem coding, I throw on like Tupac or Biggie or Wu-Tang or Tribe Called Quest and like just work through it. Yeah, I like everything. I went to Bonnaroo this year. Anything on the Bonnaroo lineup pretty much I'm into. What kind of music do you like, Josh? I don't know. I don't think I know this question.
Muffin already knows everything except country.
Oh yeah, everything except country. I'm going to a country music concert next weekend. I'm going to see. Who is it? Jason Aldean and Luke Combs. My wife is super into country music, so.
Oh, well, there's a question. How do we meet our wives? But I'm not married, so you answer.
I met my wife in a really weird way, and it's a really long story, but suffice it to say that we met online.
That's where we met. I don't remember swiping on Tinder for my girlfriend. I thought she was a man. Because I thought it was a bot, no bio, like at all. And they responded with like one word responses. And I was like, is this a person? She's like, no. And I'm like, how can I know that?
That's funny. I met my wife before Tinder was a thing. Like we met a long time ago. And we met on a website called Omegle that does not, but it was like before Omegle was like had video chat. So imagine chat roulette without videos. Like you were just connected to a random stranger and you started typing and talking to them. That's how I met my wife.
I met a girl on Omegle that became a stalker that still stalks me. So
my wife pretty much stalks me. So
I met my wife when I was actually married online too. All of them have been online except for one girl that was in astronomy class in high school.
Classic astronomy class. Samuel, are you into Christian metal? Because I grew up in the same town and know the guys who are in A Devil Wears Prada and also Hawthorne Heights and Miss May I. I know those dudes. Super cool. If you're into that kind of stuff. AOL Instant Messenger.
Remember the little buddies that you could get, the little buddy icons, those little animated emojis when they first came out? Everyone would always put their away status to whatever.
My away status was always some super duper emo uh like song lyrics, and I was never actually sad, but I made sure that like the Taking Back Sunday lyrics were on point. Dance Gavin Dance. I remember them. I have some fun stories about that kind of music, Samuel. I may or may not have roadied for a band in '09 on Warped Tour, so I know a lot of bands.
What was your branch in MOS in the military?
I was in the Air Force and I was a cryptologic linguist, and I didn't make it past tech school because I was medically discharged due to an issue during basic training.
What do you watch?
Game of Thrones,
Hey,
Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. Love that shit. Call me trashy. I don't care. I really liked House of Cards until Kevin Spacey came out as a creep. Um, yeah. What do you watch, Josh? Do you watch TV? You don't seem like a TV guy to me.
Game of Thrones. I like to watch Game of Thrones. Uh, Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations.
Love Anthony Bourdain.
I watched Magic for Humans on Netflix. Oh my god, that's so funny. Have you
I've
seen
never
it?
seen this. No.
It's like a few weeks old. It's like it's only 4 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes, but it's like just a magician that goes around with like every episode is a theme, and it's supposed to be like comedy, but oh man, it's so good.
Have you seen the Carbonaro effect? Because it's a similar concept. Like he's a magician and he just messes with people like in the real world.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like that, but the editing is better. The editing is like a YouTube video. Like imagine watching an iDubbbz video kind of editing, but like it's Netflix, so it's high quality YouTube meme magic messing with people in real life. So good.
That sounds amazing. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, Magic.
I
for
will have
Humans.
to check that out.
So funny.
Can't believe you just dropped iDubbbz's name on the stream. Content police coming for you.
Oh, he's cool. I think he's. I'm not. I don't have the balls that he does to say what he says. But when you're at that level, it doesn't matter.
It's true. His audience knows what they're getting into.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to answer this call?
Is that Joe?
Yeah.
I guess, and then just invite me.
I don't know how to do that.
At the top right. All right, here we go.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us? That's because you're on your desktop, right?
Now I'm on the desktop, yeah. This shit was difficult.
All right.
Welcome to the stream. I'm about to leave, Joe, so
Holy shit, man.
we'll hand over the king's keys to the castle.
half an hour to start Discord.
Yeah. Discord had me all messed up when I first joined too.
Should I get my headphones? Do y'all hear me good or
You're good?
I'm good.
I'm gonna run away though, guys. I gotta run and eat dinner. So
Later.
Thanks for having me on the stream, Josh. Thanks for hanging out, chat. I'll see you guys on my channel.
Copy paste your channel before you go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Bye, guys.
What's good, Aaron? I'll see you later, man.
I'll see you later, Joe. Good to see you again.
See ya.
Sorry I'm so late.
No, it's all good. Dude, what's up, Joe?
Hey, what's really good with everybody?
Are you on the Mac? A laptop, right?
Yeah, the MacBook.
I don't know. You joined on your phone with the audio muted, and then you joined with the mic muted, and then I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was kind of crazy. I don't even know why it's so difficult. I mean, I've used this before, but for some reason today, it was like it wasn't working no matter what we did. So
We got it. We got it figured out. All right, ask Joe questions. Bombard him with questions.
Hey, just see it's chill. How's everybody? It was really good.
Can you
Yeah,
guys?
man. Make sure you give us some likes, man.
Yeah,
I
drop
hate
drop
when
the likes.
people come through, they get the knowledge, and don't even show love, man. Make sure you give it to some likes. There's a lot of hard work right here.
I think the likes actually like help a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Why does everyone want to know what I do with my hair? I wash it with shampoo.
Listen, my favorite hair product is Gillette Quattro. Okay.
I was gonna ask, but I didn't want to be a douche.
Gillette Quattro, kid. You know, silky, silky smooth.
Oh, Armand wants to know how's the personal web dev mentor going? Because you have two students, right?
Yeah, everything is going good. You know, this came Manolo. He always hits me up. He's like one of the people that are doing the mentees. Um, so he's always hitting me up, and I'm trying to help him out as much as I can. The other girl, Christine, she hasn't hit me up not even once. So I mean, it's fine if she can find the answer. It's actually better for me. So I get to chill and just give them the projects that they need and the courses that they need to be watching throughout the week. So yeah, man.
Don't you live stream every day? What's your video output compared to your live stream output?
Um, I mean, lately because I've been doing so much, I've been doing a lot of live stream more than videos. Like now, I don't know if you noticed, like the past 3 4 days, I've been dropping a video, every single day. But I usually like probably July and August was just all live stream. Like I wasn't really doing.
It's because you weren't at home.
Yeah,
You were on
now
vacation.
because I have a lot of like a lot of stuff on my plate. It's hard sometimes. I tell people all the time, like, man, before I even started doing like a lot of live streams, I was doing like 3 4 videos a day. If you go back into 2017, I was dropping a whole bunch of videos, editing and all of that stuff. It just takes so much time. So now I'm just trying to pace it where I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 days to do a really good video, then release it, and then in between I'm gonna continue doing live streams every day.
Okay. Philip wants to know what's your stack?
What's my stack or language?
His
I
stack
mean,
is entrepreneurship on top of entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurship and like it's any stack, literally. Like I've done everything under the sun. It's web development. Like one thing you guys gotta understand is like once you did it once and you know how to look at the documentation, you know how to do it in every other language. Like there's rarely anything else out there that I'll be like, oh my god, I don't know how to do, a freaking server, set up a server, connect my, REST API, connect to my bullshit MySQL database, or it's like they're all doing the same thing. All you have to do is just look at the documentation and that's it. But my favorite is definitely Ruby on Rails, and React. If I was like to pick a stack, I would probably choose that.
Pass on Ruby on Rails. I can't. Oh, no. Ruby on Rails gives me PTSD from my first job, where he's like, "All right, here you go," and I was like, "I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help?" He's like, "Nope, no time. I'm CTO, and this is a startup." I was like, "But I can't do anything."
You guys were working with Ruby on Rails?
Yeah,
Back?
and I didn't go to. I went for Angular, and I didn't understand anything that was happening. What are these routes? What does this migrate DB mean? Like, oh. Also, mainly we had to do a custom stuff, and when you have to do custom stuff, you have to fight Rails.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. I think Ruby, the language, is amazing. Ruby on Rails is really good when you got an idea and you gotta build something quick, okay, and you gotta get this product out. Like it's great for that, but definitely it's just like you said, like you're gonna be fighting it later on because if you're not following the Ruby conventions, like Ruby on Rails conventions, like you're just not gonna it's not gonna play happy with you. You know, you gotta actually be really, really good with Ruby to actually go in there and try to like customize it because everything will break if you try to do a lot of changes.
Joe, what's your 5-year plan, Joe?
What's my 5 year plan, man? My 5 year plan is
I
Number
know that
one,
you've already thought that out 400
I
times. I'm sure you think about it every day.
I got a startup that I'm building with one of my friends. So we want to get that off. Okay. Hopefully by 5 years, we have at least 100,000 to 500,000 active users every day. One thing that I let everybody know, I'm one of the people that I'm not looking to make the next Facebook. I'm not looking to make the next Google. Nah, I'm trying to just create small niches for certain audiences and serve them, right? One thing that I always preach on my website and on my channel is like you have to make small ideas and build a lot of them, right? When you build a lot of small ideas for different niches, one thing is gonna stick, right? And then you got to think in your head, you don't have to make $1 million a year in one application. But if you make 10 applications and each one of them goes and makes you $10,000 a month, you're good. You get what I'm saying? Like you're gonna make 1 million at the end of the year. So that's one of my goals. Another goal is I wanna make sure like I get to I don't know, like teach somewhere, like for students, like in person, like teaching inner cities and things like that, just positive stuff like that. So that's one of the things that I really see myself doing. Maybe like I don't know. I seen like small programs even around here where I live in Connecticut where they have programs to teach kids, and it's like a Big Brother type of program. You don't get paid, right? And I'm thinking about doing that. I mean, I make my own money, so I'm
Joe,
like I
take
have
over. I'm gonna bounce 1 second.
yeah. So I make my own money and I have free time. So I'm like, why not give it to like high school students, like 2 to 3 hours of my day? That would be cool, you know? So that's definitely one of the things that I really want to focus on in my next stage. So what else, guys? You guys got any other questions? Let me know. Let's see. Are there any people doing anything? Any people that do nothing but back end? There's people that do only back end. Well, I think that's limiting, right? One thing that I notice a lot of times, the people who have like a computer science degree, the majority of them focus more in the back end. And also too, a lot of those guys and the people that focus more in the back end don't really have a creative side, meaning like you're not really into art or like, like for me, when I was learning to code, right? I did some bullshit associate's degree, right? Which was a waste of time. Then from there, once I finished my bullshit associate's degree, I said I want to go back to school. But I didn't want to go back to school to go do computer science because I was already like in the field. So for me, what made sense was actually going for communication design. And I've always been like into art. I've always been drawing. I've always been um, creating, you know, things that make my brain work in the creative side. So one thing that I know is a lot of people who do the back end, they don't have that. Some people they don't like to focus on the user experience. Don't Some people don't like to focus on what colors look good with the website. What's the user experience like? Are people leaving? Are people coming into the page and bouncing? What's the bounce rate like? I'm actually interested in all of that. In the marketing side of a website. How do you get a website to go viral? How do you get a website to start picking up people? Like when I build a niche website, usually it'll start something like maybe like 3 views per day, but then with time, creating the right content, creating the right design for the website, things start picking up, and then you start getting like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people per day, and then 5 years later, you start making like crazy money because it stacks up. So that's what I'm into. So a lot of people that I notice that do the back end, they just not into it. They don't tap into that side. They're more into the algorithms or what's the best programming language, what's the best MySQL database, So that's one of the things, man. So native script, Flutter, or React Native. I haven't played around with native script. I'll be honest. I played around with some Flutter.
Later, dude.
React Native, I've played around with. To me, React Native is easier because if you know React, it's so much easier to go and dive into it, especially if you know JavaScript. Um, then from there, like Flutter is interesting because I don't know if you guys have heard of what is it, Fuchsia OS. So in the next 2 to 5 years, Google is gonna phase out Android development, right? So what they've been doing is they've been developing this language Dart, which has been around for a long time, man. Like I remember listening to somebody do a podcast on, I don't know if it was Ruby Rogues or the other JavaScript podcast that they have, but it was one of those guys. But basically, they were talking about Dart, the language, a long time ago, and like nobody paid attention to it. At first, they were trying to make it like a back end language, all general purpose. But now I feel like with Google focusing on Fuchsia next, I think that's like the big deal. So if you're actually creating applications with Flutter, I'm pretty sure that because it's Dart, they're going to make it available for you to start making applications for Fuchsia directly with just Dart. So I don't know. It's between Dart and React Native. I think those two are definitely the future. If you are a front end developer, you gotta definitely do React Native. If you are somebody who likes to try to do other things like different languages or just challenge yourself, then go ahead and do it with Flutter.
How much did that foam in the back cost you?
The phone, I think I paid on Amazon for every 6. I think it's $30.
Okay, because my room is just an echo chamber. Craig, Gray, Craig Wadding. How many Craigs we got? What's up, all the Craigs? Craigs Unite. What is a good SQL alternative? I mean, you're gonna go with like, you mean like the MySQL program or what?
Craig attack. Oh man.
Did you already stream today, Joe?
Nah, I dropped a video today about the top 10 cities for web developers as far as jobs. So I don't know if you saw that video, but people like it. It seems pretty cool. It seems like it's picking up. But yeah, that's all I did today. Today I was just focusing. I was working on this freaking startup that I'm doing, right? So I spent 4 hours. Oh my God, you don't even know. Like people that they get frustrated when they're coding and they're building something, like when they're starting their first time, they think like once you're like an experienced developer, like this shit goes away. Like no, like you're always gonna find a problem that's gonna take you forever. Like, and at the end of the day, once you get that shit done, like I swear to God, that shit was like I was seeing rainbows everywhere. Like I don't know why I was so happy. I was like stressed out from probably from 1 o'clock to like 5 o'clock, stressed out, just dealing with different data and different connecting to APIs to Spotify, and then filtering out all of the data. Because the startup that I'm building is really, it's a mixture of, let's say, worldstarhiphop.com um mixed with Airbnb. So there's a lot of requests and dealing with a lot of data. So that's where I'm up to right now with that startup. And God, that shit was so stressful. It took forever to deal with all that data, because even when you deal with the Spotify data that they send you, if you want to filter things down like exactly how you want it for your application, it fucking takes forever, bro. So I was just like so pissed off. There was like a certain thing that I wanted to do for this component and React, and no matter what I did, I had to go through like 3 different filters, 3 different fucking using dot map. It was just crazy the amount
the
of data
best.
that I had to go through.
That's just the thing, right? So like Joe's been in the game for like 6 years, right? 6, 7 years.
Yeah, 6 years now.
So, and he's still, everyone struggles. It's not like, when do you know that you're 100% good? If you feel that way, you should probably check yourself. Most likely. Like, you could be confident, but like, I know everything. All right, someone's going to prove you wrong.
Yeah. It's not even about the somebody asks what Spotify API you're using. It's not really about the Spotify API that I'm using. It's what I was trying to do with the component that I was building. So not only am I using like Spotify, I'm also using like YouTube's API. So I don't want to give everything out about the start until everything is out. But it's basically I'm giving access to any artist to be able to share either their Spotify music, their YouTube channel, um, even their Facebook. So all of that information into one component and filtering everything through, it just gets really annoying. Like it's like 3 different APIs in one component, one little section of like, what's the user's name? What's the API code? It's hard to explain it. Like, it's hard to explain it. If I was to show it to you guys would be like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck he was building? But that's what, you get paid for, like if you build like a little simple application, like anybody could build that. You got to build something that solves some people's problems. And if you could give like a user, like let's say for me, like an artist, if I'm able to create a startup that and build a web application that this artist only has to go through this website and never have to go through Spotify, never have to go through YouTube, never have to go through Facebook. Everything gets done through here. Then I solve somebody's problem. You get what I'm saying? So it's a little bit difficult. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, man.
Can you guys leave some likes? I know if you're lurking, right? Don't tell me what to do, Mr. Internet Guy. I get that. But if you could just click the thumbs up, I would appreciate it.
Guys, make sure you give it a like, man. I hate when that happens. You have like, and not only that, like we see 76 people right now currently logged in, but probably like 500, 700 people came in and out, so leave a like that. Like this shit is free. Like this shit doesn't cost you anything to go like tap. That's it.
It actually
Tap.
helps. It helps our videos. Like it puts it higher up in the YouTube algorithm when there's more likes, which lets more people come for more questions, for more answers, so that you can get those answers if you didn't think of asking those questions. I mean, it just helps more than you think.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you want to know how to do the like? All right, hold on. I'm gonna break my mouse for you. Here, that's how you do it, right? Like that. Let's do that. Smash it. That's what they say, right?
Coding Journey says, is it better to go for a large project or more simpler microservice? I would say if you're just starting up, right? Like let's say I always give this example. Like let's say you're somebody who worked in a store your whole life, right? You worked there since high school, and now you want to become a web developer. Well, you know how inventory works, right? So the best thing that you can do, instead of you trying to build Facebook or Google, go ahead and build a system for a company just for inventory. Okay, you start small, or you could say, hey, I'm gonna create like a CSS generator that nobody has created before. Like it solves everybody's problem. Like I don't even think there's a CSS generator for CSS Grid. Like I don't think there's an official one out there, like a CSS generator. Let me see. Let me Google it. CSS generator.
I'm gonna bounce in like 5.
Yeah, man. Okay, so CSS grid.cc. Okay, you see, there's somebody who already built it. But when I was talking about this last year, nobody had that up yet. So this guy, if you go to cssgrid.cc, with the advertising alone that this guy is gonna get and all the traffic that he's probably getting, right? He literally probably makes an extra $3,000 to $7,000 a month. Okay, so those are the things that I feel like you guys should definitely focus on. I feel like a lot of people don't think about this, but you always gotta have an exit plan. Like, yes, you want to become a developer, but at the end of the day, it's a job, and you don't own it. Like, we could go to a company and change that company around, make them millions of dollars. You're not gonna get more than your salary. Sometimes some companies might give you like a $5,000, $10,000 bonus, but that's bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Like if you made a company $3-4 million or whatever application you built for them.
Here's your $15 McDonald's gift card.
Exactly.
Great work, Josh. I hope you treat yourself tonight. And the CEO's buying themselves a new yacht.
Exactly.
Sure, bro.
So my advice to everybody is always have like a little exit plan, man. Like, invest into something, right? Always want to become your own boss. Never have to work for nobody else. You know, it's like we have skills that is in demand, but at the same time, we can build things that are gonna be profitable for us. You know, so that's my advice for people.
What courses for recognizable accreditation? You don't need recognizable accreditation. Lean on yourself and your own projects, not on what some guy says or what some company says you can do. You want your own skill.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, somebody has sent me something like that. Like, hey, do you know what certifications should I get to become a web developer? I'm like, bro, just go freaking online. Go check out Udemy. Go check out my website. Go check out whatever resources out there that you like, and just start building. And within a few months, you're ready to go. And one advice that I'm gonna give to anybody who's watching this, guys, I see a lot of people do this. You've never worked as a developer. You have no degree. You have no computer science degree. You have nobody vouching for you. So pretty much you are a nobody. That's just being honest in the industry. So when somebody goes in, like let's say Indeed.com, and they're searching for a job, stop looking for front-end developer, back-end developer, junior developer. Your first search should be HTML. That's it. Find out every single job posting that's there and see which one you fit in, which one you can actually do. You know, stop going in there and like thinking like, hey man, I want to get that $80,000 job. People see like, oh, I could get a job with React, and that's what I'm gonna focus on. But you gotta understand, it's gonna take you time to learn all of these things. How about while you're still learning, you get an entry level job and then get hired? Like, I see people that hit me up all the time, like, oh Joe, I'm making $15 an hour, and they get the opportunity to go work for a company or a digital agency for $25 an hour, and they say no to it because they're like, oh no, there's jobs out there that's like $90,000, and it's like, bro, you got to start somewhere. Even if you go into that company or that digital agency for 3 to 6 months and then jump to another company, you need a stamp. Like, it's your resume that actually gives you more money. It's not really like just coming out of nowhere. Sometimes some people, if you go to Harvard, you go to Stanford, you go to MIT, yes, you might get like $100,000 job straight out of college, but you're not in that position. If you don't have that degree from an Ivy League school, nobody knows you. You have to build yourself up.
Joe, plug your channel, and then I'm gonna bounce because I have to edit a video.
Okay, cool. My channel is Coding Face, just like that.
And then his website. Go look at his courses. Put it in there. Go look at Joe's courses.
Go check it out, man. I came in late, but at least I came by to say hi to you guys. Look, what I do on my channel is pretty much I try to help people out to learn how to code, and I'm just giving you guys a more realistic approach of things. I'm not here to bullshit you. If you like that type of style, come visit me, codingphase.com or codingphase on YouTube, man. You will definitely find something interesting, something cool in there. Okay? All right, guys.
Post your link. People are like they're having trouble. They don't understand. We gotta spoon feed.
Somebody put it for me. It's like I'm on another account. I'm on my wife's account, so it's like I'm on her YouTube account. So I don't want to put it out there like that. So yeah, just codingphase.com. Everybody got it right there on the chat room. It's literally coding phase, like phases, coding phases, like coding phase. Okay, definitely
right.
check me out, man. Yo, we gotta link up, Josh. We gotta come through, and maybe we'll do another one like this. But
Yeah.
with time, let me know, man, early, so like that I could come through and set a date.
I was gonna go to Aaron's channel, and then I realized I was late, and then I was like, well, you can just come on this one. And then you jumped in. And I was like, all right, let's get all of us. It was just a cluster, but it worked out. All right, we're out. Later, guys.
All right, guys, peace.